Good morning, welcome to day 35. I'm excited to meet you here again. This morning we are reading from Anatomy of the Spirit. This morning we are focused on balancing the sacral or spleen chakra, which is between the belly button and your sex organs. So let's see what Carolyn Mace has to say about that one. It's the second chakra. The color is orange. The organs are the sexual organs, large intestine, lower vertebrae, pelvis, appendix, bladder, hip area, and the mental emotional issues, blame and guilt, money and sex, power and control, creativity, ethics and honor and relationships. And some of the physical dysfunctions that you might be experiencing if that one's out of balance: chronic lower back pain, sciatica, OBGYN problems, pelvic or low back pain, sexual potency, or urinary problems. All right, so today's pole session is going to focus on unlocking that chakra and balancing that area. So let's get started. We're going to come to pole and home pose. Taking those deep breaths in and out. Centering our spine with a pole. Good. Bring the left foot straight in front of the pole. Pick the right foot up, pointing the toe. Holding the chest open. Good. Switch. Breathing. Good. We're going to come to forward angle, stepping the feet to the pole, holding the pole at the sacral chakra, stepping up on the tippy toes. Slide the hand up if you need to keep it in line. Bring that right hand up, facing the ear. Breathing. Good. Switch. Good, then we're going to drop the bottom back into extended forward fold. Looking up at the pole and gently bend the elbows. Good, now we're going to come up. We're going to open the feet more than shoulder width apart. Keeping the toes pointed forward. We're going to hold the pole at the between the sacral chakra and the solar plexus. And then we're going to fall back again. Extending those arms all the way. Breathing out. And then pulling those elbows down, engaging the biceps. Keeping the chin out of the chest, looking at the pole. Good. Now we're going to come back into table, but we're going to do this wide legged this time. And we're going to come back. Wide leg stance, and the chest is parallel with the ground. Breathing. Good, then we're going to take a deep breath coming up into home pose. Good, and then we're going to walk forward with the feet. And then so that the heel is in line with the pole. So your feet are your toes are even in front of the pole. And then you're going to hold the pole at between your sacral chakra and your solar plexus. And you're going to lean back, but do not drop the head back. You're keeping yourself completely straight so that we're getting this area stretched back and keep this head straight in a line. And we're going to hold the pole. Breathing. Good. Then we're going to take a deep breath as we come up. Back into home pose. Let out that breath. And then we're going to walk back into that wide leg table stance. Bring those legs back so that you're not falling over yourself. Now we're going to come down into plank, still with wide leg. Left hand upside down, right hand on top. And we're just going to bend the elbows and hold. Good. Now we're going to come into hero's pose. Coming over, bringing both hands out. Breathing. Keeping that chest open. Good. Now we're going to come into half moon. Dropping that hip to the side. Keeping the ears in line with the biceps. And breathing. Good. Now we're going to come back to the other side. Hero's pose. And breathing. Good. Coming back to half moon. Keep that chest open. Good. Then we're going to turn into full moon, bringing those feet back, dropping the pelvis, bringing those elbows together. Drop that lower pelvis down. Really sinking into it. We're going to hold this one double. Good. Now come flat foot. Dropping forward. Reverse forward fold. Dropping the head into the ground. Good. Now we're going to come to down dog. Walking the feet up the pole and bringing the right leg over into inverted star. Taking that head and looking up at your fingers in between your hands. Pointing that toe. Good. Switch. Bringing the left foot back. And then looking back up. Then we're going to come down. Sliding down pose. Good. Then we're going to walk our hands back to the pole. Breathing. Good. Then we're going to come into reverse table. We're going to come to swimmer's pose, holding the pole with your right hand, bringing the left hand up. Push that right shoulder down. Bring that right leg up, keeping it parallel with the ground. Good. Switch. Push that left shoulder down. Good. Come back. Holding the pole at your root chakra, between your root chakra and your sacral chakra. Good. Now we're going to come sit into chair pose, bringing those arches in line with the pole, sitting down into it. And then we're going to gently bounce up and down. Good. Then we're going to come up into forward angle, holding at the sacral chakra. Good. Now we're going to come into inverted hero's pose. Coming over, opening that hip, keeping that leg parallel. I just kicked my wind chimes. I don't know if you heard that. Breathing. Good. Switch. Other side. Breathing. Opening those hips. Good. Come back into plank. Feet together. Good. Bring the other hand on top, switching. Good. Now we're going to gently pull around the pole in chair pose. So we're going to bring our feet flat in line with the pole. Go down and come up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then the other way. Up, down, up, down, breathing. Up, down, up, down, up, down, and hold. Flat foot, hold. Good, coming up. Now we're going to go wide leg stance, toes forward, and we're going to do these sideways lunges. Breathing through. Keeping that spine straight up and down. Good. Now we're going to come into snake pose, bringing that left foot to the pole. Wrapping that right foot around. Dropping back into it. Good. Switch. Falling back. Keep those biceps in line with the ears. Look up. Good. We're going to come back into table. Bring that right foot up. Keeping the hips square. Good. Switch. Left foot up. Push that left shoulder down. Good. Now we're going to forward fold one more time. Wide leg. So walk your feet out just a little bit further so that you can get your head down even further. Gently place it on the pole. Bring your arms up, palms facing each other. If you want to come into eagle here. Good. Drop the hands to the pole. Come back into forward, extended forward fold. Bend those elbows down and look up at the pole. Good. We're going to take a deep breath, coming back into home pose. Good. Then we're going to gently walk our feet up again, holding the pole between our sacral chakra and our solar plexus. And we're going to lean back. Breathing. Good. Then we're going to come back again to table. Deep breath back into home pose. We're going to step forward once more, falling back again, keeping that chest parallel with the ceiling. Good. Take a deep breath, coming back up, back into home. And another deep breath, back into table. Good, take a deep breath, coming back up into forward angle, walking the feet to the pole, gently falling back. Good, then we're going to gently turn around. Hold the pole again at the sacral chakra and the solar plexus, holding that pelvis, pushing that lower pelvis out. Holding that chest open, gently bending those elbows. Don't fall into it. Good, now come flat foot, walking your feet out. Bring the right hand up, then the left hand up. Pushing that pelvis forward, bringing up that right toe. Only walk out to where it feels really gentle on your lower back. Switch feet. Good, we're going to roll over into table once more. Good, then we're going to gently come up. Back at a home pose. Good, we're going to come into half moon here. Dropping that hip over to the side. Opening the chin out of the chest. Good, and then we're going to stretch the other side. Good, now hold the pole at your shoulder, dropping the arm out. Breathing. Good, now we're going to come to the other side. Opening that chest. Breathing. Good, now we're going to come into sun salutation once more. Reaching up, coming into down dog. Drop that head. Bring the feet up the pole, and this time we're going to walk all the way straight. Drop the pelvis down and look up in front of you. Then we're going to come into square pose, dropping that head down, and then stopping the feet when they're parallel, when your thighs are parallel with the floor. Good, slide all the way down. Wide leg stance, we're coming out into a plank. Coming up into cobra. Taking a deep breath, coming back. Into child's pose. Bring the arms back to the pole, gently rolling up. And then we're going to bring both hands up above the crown chakra and drop that pelvis forward. Looking up at the sky. Feeling our power. Good. Coming down into T-pose. Looking back at that hand. Switch. Good, and we're going to lay down onto the ground. And we're going to start in laying lotus, bringing the feet together, gently pushing the legs open with the knees. Bring the chin parallel with the pole. We're just taking some extra time to melt into the floor. Then we're going to take a deep breath. Coming up, holding the pole above your toes. Pulling the chin to the toes. Looking up. Pulling those elbows out, hugging your aura. Good, then we're going to roll down. Coming into bridge, feet on the ground. Pelvis in the air, open the shoulders. Gently rotate that chin back. Breathing. Good, then we're going to lay the bottom on the ground, bringing the feet up. And then we're going to take a deep breath. And then when you push it out, lean up, upward forward fold, looking up at the toes. Coming back down, rolling down, bringing the feet back down, back up into bridge. Opening the chin out of the chest, keeping those toes pointed forward. Lower that chest back down. Lower the bottom back down. Bring that chest back up to the toes, laying lotus, and then upward fold. Breathing. Good, then we're gonna lay back down. Bridge pose once more. And this time we're gonna push that imaginary ball up and down. Dropping those hips up and down, or pushing them up and down, not dropping, pushing up and down. Good, now we're gonna lower the bottom. Bring one foot to the pole. Come up, bringing the other leg out straight. Come up on the tippy toe on the pole. Keep that leg out, and then we're just gonna come up and down here. Rotate that chin out of the chest. Good, switch. Dropping that right leg down, and then lowering the body up and down. Good, now we're gonna lay down. Laying lotus once more. Pushing those knees open, stretching that inner thigh. Good, now we're gonna come to scissors, bringing the right foot up, left foot down. Breathing. Bring that left foot up, and then the right foot down. Good, then gently roll up. You might have to scoot back, so you're not riding the pole. Holding the pole behind your knee, looking up, pointing both toes. All the toes. Good, bring that right leg up, upward forward fold. Pull your chin in. Good, drop that left leg down. Pulling your chin into your knee. Good, rolling down, coming into bridge. Drop the bottom, drop the feet into corpse. Come up into V pose. Good. Forward lotus. Pulling that spine straight up in line with the pole. Good. Now we're going to turn into reverse lotus. Bringing those feet together. Coming up off the ground, pushing your bottom up off the ground, pushing the spine into the pole. Good. Drop the bottom. Stretch the hands on the legs. The wrists on the knees here. Shake the hands, drop the feet, shaking it all out. Drop the hands, drop the feet. Into sitting pose. Yeah. Coming back to the moment. Thanks so much for meeting me here again today. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.